Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today we have a beer from Better Brother Brewing Company. This is their Citra New England IPA. Better Brother Brewing Company. I don't know, Cody, who's the better brother, me or Kyle? Probably Kyle. Kyle was around you a lot longer. I ran away fairly early. I'm turning 42 this year, and I left home and never looked back more than 2 decades ago. So Kyle's probably the better brother. I just started talking to Cody again in the last year and a half. Haven't talked to Kyle though. I tried. Kyle doesn't want to talk to me, and that's okay. Things happened between me and our mother and everything else. Maybe I'll do a heart-to-heart about everything again sometime soon. But yeah. 5% alcohol by volume. Better Brother Brewing Company. Where the fuck are these guys? Proudly brewed and packaged in Saskatchewan. Okay, yeah, I would figure. Okay, Better Brothers in Saskatoon. So this was picked up at District Brewing. District Brewing is winding down what they do, but they were distributing and selling other brewery stuff out of their fridges, which is really nice of them to do. I mean, it helps expand the craft beer world. They said that they were slowly stopping that, which is kind of sad because they were almost their own little bottle shop. Their off-license stuff was fairly substantial. There was something like 35 offerings, a lot from them and a lot from other people. The brewery is actually really nice. So the fact that they sell other people's beer, and sometimes the other people's beer that they're selling is not on the same standard as theirs. Oh, shit, son. Well, I have an idea of the flavor, but I don't at the same time because it was all foam. But the foam will give you a slight idea. And I don't know if I'm going to like it, but I don't think I'm going to hate it. I didn't really shake that up, so that makes me question how old this is. Or if we're looking at infection or anything. But they don't have a date on the bottom. That seems to be a big common thing here. People don't date their beers. They don't date their beers. There's no date. Okay, so it's a New England IPA. Looks like a New England IPA. It is hazy. I wouldn't say hazy crazy because I can see a little bit of the can on the camera, but not a lot. Like, if I'm looking at the camera right now, I can, well, you guys can even see my fingers moving back and forth behind. But it's mostly just a dark spot moving. You can't really tell what's going on. Which finger am I holding up, guys? Which finger? Yeah, you don't know. You don't know. Did I give you the finger or did I give you the... You don't know. Head has a little bit of retention. It looks really nice. Scent out of the glass. Okay, I'm going to say this is older. This is probably... This reminds me of the smell of the torpedo. Sorry, my mind is... I'm under so much stress that my mind is having shit blanks in it right now. Maybe I'm starting early onset Alzheimer's. I mean, my grandmother has dementia. Both my grandmothers had dementia. Maybe I'm just the unlucky one. It's starting early, but Sierra Nevada. It has that kind of just bitter scent that the Sierra Nevada torpedo that I had, and it was all Citra hops as well. And I know that I like Citra hops. I know I like Citra hops because I brew with Citra hops. I brewed professionally and amateurly with Citra. I like a lot of Citra hop beers, but that one I hated, and it was old, and the flavor had faded so much. And this kind of smells like that to me, out of the can. Yeah, just an odd sweetness up at the forefront, and then some bitter resininess at the back end. It reminds me of aged Sierra Nevada Torpedo. Cheers. Okay. I don't in any way hate this, but I don't in any way love this. And I'm not getting any of the telltale, like, bright orange, grapefruit, nonchalant citrus notes that you would get from your average from your average Citra beer. I'm not getting those notes in this. And that's unfortunate, but kind of makes sense at the same time. I mean, I don't want it to make sense, but it makes sense. It does. It has a nice malty and molasses-like forefront. There's a nice sweetness on the malt bill that fades to a slightly bitter, almost like you just bit into an orange bitterness on the back end. But unlike the torpedo I had way back when, it doesn't sit on the back of your palate for as long. It actually fades away rather quickly. I think knowing the quality of beer that District puts out, and knowing the quality of beer that so many breweries in Saskatchewan put out, and knowing what companies they serve there that aren't from here versus what companies they don't, I am believing that this has an age problem and that just people didn't buy it. And that might be one of the reasons why they're phasing it out. You know, they bought product and it's just sat. There's just, even in the world of what I've had in Saskatchewan, and I know the amount of breweries across the entire province here probably don't even come close to what's just in the GTA. But that being said, the quality of beer I've had here so far, of the like 16 different breweries I've had, there's only one that I can think of as lower quality than this. And I've had two beers from them, and they both were subpar. Where this one is subpar to average at best, I do think it is suffering an age problem. Because I know what I should be getting out of the Citra hops. And if you're making a Citra New England IPA, I have an idea of when you're adding Citra to your boil. And I'm not getting a flavor that corresponds with that timeline. So I'm going with this has an age problem. So when I rate this very shortly, it has an asterisk beside it, basically saying I think this could be better if I had it fresh. Oh, here we go. We don't have a date, but we have a batch number. And it looks like it's batch 03. There is another thing right there that is faded out. Whoa, come on, hold still. Let's do this. Let's see if it helps. No, this isn't my iPhone. It doesn't do the auto thing very well. But there is a number or a letter and then 03. So that might help date this for people that know brother better than me. But yeah, I think I'm having an age problem on this. So we're just going to chug it, then we'll give it a rating with an asterisk that I think this should have been better. Cheers. $5.75 out of 10. It's better than I expected out of what I was smelling and what I tasted sucking up the foam. So, I mean, yay. Thanks, guys. Bye.